Hey all, this is Stone with Sequoia Detail in Humboldt County, California. This is a great one to check out today. We're going to detail this one. It's going to look super clean after this, and it's very pine needle-y. He does not keep a tree in this car. He's just wasn't able to get to um, cleaning it, but that's what we're for. That's right. We're going to take care of it. Look between the seats there. It's really gunked in right there. Yeah, that's all gunked in there. Very good. It's corroded. It's stale. It's sticky. Same thing for those jams. They're pretty bad. Passenger side wasn't much better. And here I'm labeling all the contents of the door, the center console, and I put it all in that Ziploc bag. And and so when I'm done, I can put all of his stuff back, and he can go through it later. And a friend told me one time I've got the handwriting of a Portuguese pirate, and that's one of the nicest things anybody's ever told me. Anyways, no time for reminiscing. We've got the rest of this car to clean, so we'll keep going through it, taking the rest of the trash out, throwing that away. I think eventually make our way to the trunk, take trash out of there. Just prepping it so we can start vacuuming, blowing it out with the air tool, take time to have a nice sip of my coffee, and we get started. Trying to blast out the most of that gunk I can before I put on some gloves and start peeling it out by hand. But now we're moving to the exterior wash of this vehicle. I knock out the exterior in one pass. I do all the exterior, and maybe the door jams a little bit and under the hood there too. But I'm going to click through this exterior portion and get to the inside. And here I'm spraying the door jams and door seals with a cleaning detergent. And I want go ahead and get that working so when I get to scrubbing, it comes off easy. We get a lot of algae in the Pacific Northwest that builds up, and it's definitely hard to get off. But I will keep clicking through these exterior wash scenes, and we'll work our way inside. Here I'm scrubbing the algae growth off those door jams. I should get one of those sucker fish from the aquarium store. That would be great here, just to get a couple of those and let them go at it around the door seals. I have to find a way to submerge the car in water and protect all the electronics, but I think it'd be worth it. Now I've made my way to the panels, the exterior door panels there, so cleaning off the door handles, getting all the gunk because there's some algae under the handles. And I'm using one side of my rag for the bottom part of the door, and I'm using the other side of my rag for the top side of the door. Make sure I don't bring any contamination, because there's definitely a little more rocks and grime down where the tires are. They get kicked up, and so you never want to clean the car and move rocks and abrasive material from the bottom panel of the car up. You always work your way down. I'll keep working my way around the exterior of the car, eventually working my way into the vehicle. So a couple more scenes here of the exterior wash, and then we'll be inside. We've made our way to the end of the exterior wash, finishing off with the tires there, scrub them, wash them out, and we're inside. And this carpet, it fused with the pine needles. So I took the air compressor to them. I took the pet hair brush. I took the pet hair stone. I took everything. I eventually had to get a razor blade and just kind of cut out the needles individually that were infused with the carpet. That was the easiest. That was the quickest way to get them out. So right here, I'm under the passenger seat, and I move the seat back and get as much as I can from that angle, and I move the seat forward. I basically articulate the seat in every position possible while I'm there with the vacuum to get as much of the crud and pine needles up as possible. Now I'm behind the same seat doing the same thing. Got a dime there I found. And there's actually a hot Cheeto that I get chasing right there. You can see the red hot Cheeto. And I couldn't quite get it out with the vacuum, but I got my finger under there and it sucked right up. I work my way around the whole vehicle like this using the vacuum, and I pull up the air tool and kind of blow stuff out, but I'm getting up all the large particulates, so when I bring out the detergents, I'm not making mud. I get the car really clean, dry as possible, and then I'll bring out the detergents and start introducing moisture. And right there you can see a stain as I vacuum up the cracks of the seat. We hit that stain with a couple different products and knock it out pretty good. There's a little bit left by the end of the detail, but we made it definitely less visible by the end of it. But we're still in the portion of kind of trying to get all the big bits out, especially the cracks of the seat. They're kind of loaded up, so as much of the dry material that we can take out with the vacuum, we want to definitely do that. Because we'll come back with these seats with some shampoo and a scrub brush, and we'll kind of scrub each square inch of it, and we don't want to make any mud. This stuff was like degraded plastic, and I didn't want to get it on the concrete outside, so I vacuumed up as much as I could before, and I'll clean it outside later, but it's nice for that stuff to be in the vacuum and not outside on somebody's concrete. Same thing inside the trunk here, just getting all the large stuff out, whatever falls down between that spare tire there. Alrighty then, this is the driver's seat, and those pine needles are infused with that carpet. I'll tell you what, if you want to find somebody that loves you as much as those pine needles love that carpet, because I couldn't get them out no matter what. I took the air compressor tool to them, I took the pet hair tool, the shop vac, I scrubbed them with the brush and detergent, but eventually we got them out. It took a minute, but we got them out. So we'll click through here and watch this car transform together. So here I'm using the air compressor tool to blast out all the, you can see it flying around, all the loose stuff that's on the dash there, because there's a lot of nook and crannies that you don't want to necessarily add moisture to. And I've got the air turned down to where it's not going to hurt any of those buttons, but it definitely makes your life easier just to kind of blast a lot of that dirt out. It makes it way easier. So this product is a enzyme cleaner. It's a great product. I'm going to spray it on the upholstery and the seats, but it's going to break down all the organic material like the food or sweat that you deposited or got on your seat. And that food and stuff will start to smell bad. The bacteria will eat it up and produce an odor, but that cleaner actually will break it down, and I'll get it out throughout the cleaning process. So I'm finally taking the razor blade to these carpets here in the driver's side to get all those little needles out. This was the quickest way to do it, and we skipped one. I guess I didn't have a good camera angle of it, but that air tool that's sitting on the driver's seat, you can see the little nozzle there, but I use that to kind of really loosen up each needle and get it out. But it definitely took a couple different passes to get it how it's looking now. So we've made our way to the dash instrument cluster driver cockpit area. This is an important part to clean because anybody that operates the vehicle is gonna kind of be intimately involved with how clean or dirty the car truly is. So we spend a lot of time making sure that this area gets a lot of detail, a lot of TLC, and we do a good job. Now I'm applying a detergent directly to the upholstery, and I'm going to come through with the mechanical brush and physically agitate the soiling and the stains on the seat. I'm adding a little more moisture there with the wet rag of that same detergent. This allows me to spot treat areas that have a lot of soiling and not add too much moisture to areas that don't have as much soiling. But basically we do this throughout the whole car, and by the end of it, it's like we hit the factory reset button on these seats. And this clip is of me using the air tool and the vacuum to get those infused pine needles out. So this is me doing the spot treatment to those stains that are in the seat there. I'm trying to figure out exactly what kind of stain it is so I know what product to use on it. But by the end of it, we definitely took out a majority of those stains, so the client's really happy with it. It looks way better than it was before. But between the steam and the different spot treatments I have, we cleaned it up. Okay, we've made it to the passenger seat, so we're going to do the same thing that we did to the driver's seat. We're going to add some detergents, the enzyme cleaner, and we're going to get the mechanical brush out and physically agitate the seat upholstery, and then take it out with the rag and take out the moisture and detergent we added with the shop vac. So we're going to add some cleaners, break up all the stuff, and then remove all the stuff with the cleaners, leaving a nice clean surface. Here we are. Thanks for making it to the end of the video with me. We'll do a little recap of how dirty the car was before, and then we'll start looking at the clips of how clean it is after all the different cleaning procedures. This car really shined after all the work, which we did have a lot of work to do on this one, but it's worth it. The client is definitely happy with it. Look at those carpets, incredibly clean. And the whole car is that way. The stain out of the back seat looks really good. The stains on the seats everywhere else. The dash is nice. 100% on this car. And again, my name is Stone with Sequoia Detail, serving Humboldt County, California. You can go to sequoiadetail.com, look at the different pricing and packages that we have. Feel free to call or text me, 516-444-9639. More than happy to answer any questions you may have or schedule a time to take care of your vehicle. And again, thanks everyone so much for taking the time to check out this video. If it's daytime by you, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And if it's evening, hope you have a wonderful evening. But bye for now, and thanks everyone so much.